going on, everybody? Waiting on E2 Blue, E2 late. I tell you what, we get started in 2 minutes though. Y'all grab y'all drink, grab something to eat. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get in, we're gonna get out. It's gonna be about an hour. Let's get it.
Cause he wanna life, headlights, I've been whipping midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, tryna get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Headlights, I've been whipping midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, tryna get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right.
What's going on, everybody? Let me know if y'all can hear me. You know what I'm saying? Give me some thumbs up in the chats. Give me some hundreds in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me nice and clear, man. I want to make sure that y'all get me nice and clear. We here on a Friday night. Got a little bit of something to sip on over here, even though y'all can't see it. Got a little bit of tequila. You know what I'm saying? Ready to tackle this Friday, guys. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, we got 100 in the chat. We got 100. We got a thumbs up. What's going on, D Block? Got my guy Jay Money. What's going on? Got my guy Thomas Garrett. What's going on? E2 Blue. Running late. Y'all know how the traffic is in the DMV. Eastside Harold. What's going on, my guy? What's going on with y'all? Hey. So look, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I was almost late because if the fight would have went a little bit longer, the Francis Ngannou and Joshua, man. Look, well, I might have been sitting here watching that while I'm talking to y'all. But look, I'm about to show y'all. Look, because we're trying to evolve over here, right? So I'm about to show y'all what y'all missed if y'all follow boxing or don't. But you know that Anthony Joshua and Ngannou was fighting. So let me show y'all what y'all missed. Woo! Sheesh, bro. Goodness gracious. Hold on, I'm gonna replay that for y'all in case you missed it. In case you missed it. Yo, hey, I know we're supposed to be talking Cowboys, and we're gonna start with talking Cowboys, and then we're gonna kind of go off and talk about life a little bit and all that kind of stuff. But hey, let me tell y'all something, because y'all know I love boxing. Joshua did my man dirty, bro. And I'm glad that he did. Because it's about time. It's about time that somebody in boxing took a damn fight serious, bro. So cheers to my guy Anthony Joshua for handling business. Goodness gracious. Hold on, man. I gotta play that again. Did y'all see his knee buckle? Did y'all see his knee buckle, bro? Goodness gracious. All right. E2 is having difficulty. I don't know why. Um did you? Yeah, now keep in mind, y'all. We are this is a test run for us, so I'm trying to see how we can get this thing rolling. You know what I'm saying? You could try and explain things to people, but when they ain't technically savvy, you know what I'm saying? Like it's tough out here, man. It's tough out here. But while we wait for E2 Blue, I'm playing that joint again and again and again. Oh my god, bro. Hey, look, every time the Cowboys do something stupid, every time they do something stupid, right? Like like every time Jerry says something right, like, oh, like we gonna go 3 for 1 on free agency, and that's going all in. I'm gonna be like, yeah. Oh my God, man. Hey, how's y'all Friday going so far, man? How's y'all Friday going? Let me know in the chat how y'all Friday's going. Like we got a jam-packed show for y'all today. What we're gonna discuss the comments that Schultz made. Uh I don't have the video up per se. I didn't cue the video for that, but for the most part, everybody had an opportunity to digest exactly what it is that he was talking about. And what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about free agency, and then on top of that, then we're just gonna kind of freestyle it. So, with it being the off season, not everything's about Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Like grown man, father, you know what I'm saying? So, like whatever topics that come up in this is what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Me and E2, we have a nice little rapport. We have a nice little normally when we get together at Mark's house, you see us and you get to see the type of people that we are. So what we want to start doing is showing you guys that we're much more than just Cowboys content creators. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get a nice little treat. And then I had one of my college kids, one of my guys who will be who's at Virginia Tech. Hopefully, he responds to me, but I'm going to see if I can get him on for about 10, 15 minutes, talk to you guys, and tell you guys how the college life is going for him, what it's like, if there are any prospects for Virginia Tech that are coming out or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's see, man, dog, you killing me, bro, killing me. Killing me. But you know what? It's the first time. And see, this is why, like, I'm gonna give you guys a professional lesson right now, right? When you're doing something brand new, right? If you're doing something brand new or what I'm saying, you never tried it out before or anything like that, always show up early. You know what I'm saying? Always figure out what's going on, always figure out like what the environment is before it happens. Like tomorrow, like for example. And I'm actually gonna go live a little bit, so pay attention to the channel tomorrow. My son is gonna be at a 7-on-7 tournament. We ain't never done this before. It's supposed to be this elite stuff. Like we play this team from Eastern PA at a certain point. We're gonna play a team from Philly, I think. And you know what I'm saying? Like in the DMV area. And we out in Gainesville tomorrow. So I'll go live. But you best believe that I'm gonna show up 30 minutes before, an hour before to scope the scene to see, maybe I can look at some other games or see how it's supposed to go. Prepare, you know what I'm saying? You gotta scout the scene, bro. Hey, J Money, you said it, bro. You said it. Scout the scene, bro. Scout the scene. So before we do anything else, man, make sure that you like, and if you like this comment, if you like this, what I'm saying, content, subscribe, and what I'm saying, you're going to get more of it. Like I said, you're going to see more live me. I'm going to be able to interact with you guys a little bit more. I'm gonna actually open up a little bit more into who I am as a person. Like the 7-on-7 tournaments, I'm gonna actually bring my son out. We're gonna do some tutorials, and so that you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you guys hadn't checked it out, I did a video on running backs this morning. I let it. And to be honest with you, it ain't got that many views right now. So I know that a lot of you guys haven't seen it right now. But I did a video on Trey Benson, did a video on Jalen Wright, did a video on Audric Estime. You know what I'm saying? It is, what I'm saying, one of the best projects that I've ever done. So, go take a look at it. Cowboys Nation, we talk about it. We need to run a game, make this running game great again, and that's what I'm going to do. We're gonna look into all of the running backs in this draft that make a lot of sense for what we're going to do, and we're going to look at the linemen. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that we're missing in this Cowboy space. We're missing somebody that's going to actually address how to make this run game better. We're missing that big time. You know what I'm saying? Uh, let's see. But hey, right now let's take the time because we're waiting on E2 Blue. You know what I'm saying? The time is ticking. But let's do a little bit of Q&A right now, man. Let's do a little bit of Q&A. You guys know that I've been studying the draft. So if there's anything draft related or anything like that, or if there's anything Cowboys related, we're going to open up the floor. And I'm also going to ask this question too. Like moving forward on Fridays, would you guys like me to open up the lines? You know what I'm saying? Like if I open up the lines, like for example, like I'll show you the banner right now. Like if I open up the lines, like would you guys, be willing to call in? You know what I'm saying? Chat with your boy, chat with your boys, chat with me and E2 Blue. You know what I'm saying? Like let's see. Michael Aldana says I'm still doing my homework on these running backs. Love Braylon Allen and Trey Benson. And here's the thing: I did a Braylon Allen one a couple weeks ago. Hey, dog. So I did Braylon Allen, Ray Davis, Jace McClellan. Yeah, I've been on it, guys. I did a Jonathan Brooks one. Yeah, the Jonathan Brooks one is up right now. Hey, we got about 7 running backs in, bro. If y'all want to get a chance to take a look at some of these guys, man. Hey, your boy DMV got you. All right, we got we got a question. My guy J Money, salute. You know what I'm saying? This is my guy right here. Who's to blame in your opinion for our run game being trash? I blame the coaching. I blame I blame Mike McCarthy. I blame Mike McCarthy. And I blame who has a I forget his name. Gosh darn it, the OC. But he's supposed to be like I blame those guys. I blame the line coach. There's no cohesiveness when it comes to run game adjustments. You know what I'm saying? I think the game planning isn't bad, but you know what I'm saying? Like when teams kind of figure out what your tendencies are, how do you adjust? I don't think we adjust very well in the run game. So I'm going to blame coaching because here's the thing. You had an all pro tackle, you had an all pro guard. You know what I'm saying? Both of them were on the same side, and we very rarely ran to the left side. But you had both of them on the same side. You got Zach Martin, who was an all pro. You know what I'm saying? You had 3 all pros, and we couldn't figure out how to run the ball when we needed to. You know what I'm saying? That is a problem. I blame coaching 100%. And I've always blamed coaching. We have not been able to adjust in the run game since Callahan was here, which is a problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but we've had a hard time really adjusting in game. We've had a hard time adjusting on the fly. And if you look at it, guys like McVay, guys like Shanahan, they find crafty ways to get the run going even when you figure it out early. So yeah, I 100% blame the coaching, and they're gonna have to figure it out in the offseason how to get this run game going since we didn't make any changes with coaching like that. So other question, is Bass ready? I think Bass is ready. I think we've seen enough of Bass to know that he's ready. It's just a matter of are the coaches ready? And I'll give Mike that mulligan. Mike hadn't called plays for a while, so he'll have his first offseason under his belt for the first time in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got my guy E2 in the building. E2's in the building. So give me 1 second, guys. Going to change the overlay. I'm gonna change the overlay. I know he gonna kick my. I know he gonna kick my ass when I get this overlay and everything set up. All right. E2 in the building. What's going on, my guy? Just
What's
answer some
what's
questions
going
right
on? Can
now.
you hear me?
Yes, sir. We hear you loud and clear, my guy.
All right.
Loud and clear. How you doing, bro? How you doing on this Friday?
I'm all right, man. My sorry, I had to restart the laptop, man. The junk was acting crazy. But I was in here 15 minutes early. I
I,
was. I
y-
was.
y-
I had
yeah,
I
I told you check the email. You asked me. I said only thing you had to do was when you go to studio, hit monetize. You know what I'm saying? That's the
oh
only
you
thing.
said no, because I went to studio and was trying to do it through the studio like I normally do, and it wasn't working.
Nah, but hey, look, hey, you see how seamless this joint is, bro? Like, we can get some things going. So, let's answer a couple. Let's see if there's a couple more. Brian Schottenheimer is who I was talking about. Yes, absolutely. See if there's a couple more questions. So there's not. All right, so let's get right into it, bro. Let's get right into. Oh, did you see the knockout? You saw the knockout, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's get into this, right? So Cowboys, Colts, or culture. You know what I'm saying? So, there's been it's been a lot of rocky things going on right now when it comes to the Dalton Schultz comments. So are you familiar with the Dalton Schultz comments and the things that he said on the Pat McAfee show?
Yeah, so I'm not necessarily mad at what he said. A lot of people are taking it out of context, because he was basically saying that, hey, um, they take the zoo comment out of context. I think what he was trying to say was that, when you're at the Cowboys facilities, there's always tours going. We know because we've taken them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So they're always doing something outside of football in the stadium because we're the only, I think, team that really has a lot going on during the season. Now, what I would suggest is stop the tours during like the season when the players are in the building because it can be a distraction sometimes. But again, if you're a football player, you play football. That's what you're there to do. So that shouldn't stress you out. Did you see what Jake Ferguson came out and said?
I saw that he put a little cryptic, message out there. Yeah, I did see that. I did
Yeah,
see
so
it.
he took a picture of the wall in the workout room. Basically, it says, it's a privilege to play, be a coach, and work for the Dallas Cowboys. And then he put at at he added him and was like, to the tight end that used to be here.
Ooh, Fergie got a little spicy, huh?
Shout out to Ferg, man. That's my man.
At the same time, though, dog, like at the same time, this is what I'm going to say to that, right? Because I don't want to be the bearer of bad news or anything like that. We ain't won shit to be able to do shit like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like we haven't won shit, and when you do stuff like that, I get it. To the tight end who wasn't supposed to be here, yeah, cool. Swagoo didn't win anything when he was here, but Swagoo said it. DeMarcus Ware has won something here. I mean, no, he won something in his career. He didn't win something in
Not
Dallas.
here. Yeah.
He said it. He said it. You know what I'm saying? Cheeto Awuzie went to the Bengals. They went to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? He said it. I'm not saying Cole Beasley has won anything, but that locker room, I think we can agree that Buffalo has had just a little bit more success in the postseason than we have. And Cole Beasley said the same thing. Des Bryant said the same thing. Des Bryant went to an excellent organization in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? These players keep saying the same things. And I just think we have a problem with the messenger. Okay, so Mike Aldana said Hitchens said it too. Hitchens did win a ring. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Both him
I
and
just think,
Damian Wilson.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Now I get it; they had Mahomes, but they still were part of championship culture. So I get it. You know what I'm saying. Dalton Schultz left a bad taste in people's mouth. The last year he left a bad taste in the mouth of the media.
But what
But at the
culture
same,
does what? Let's be honest with you. What culture does the Texans really have? I mean, they focus on football because that's all they got. What else they got?
well, here's my thing. Well, shoot, what you mean? They got strippers.
Oh
They got
yeah, that's right.
strippers
They
and
do.
rappers,
They
bro.
do.
What you mean?
That's
Like you
right.
see, yeah,
Houston. Shout out to Houston though. They known for
I was
that.
about to say, I've heard Houston more live than Dallas. That's what
hey,
I've heard.
hey,
You know what I'm saying?
shout out to Sparkle and Stardust and them.
Yeah. But the whole point is, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can get locked up in what who the messenger is, and we get so defensive that the overall message is lost. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I get it. It is a privilege to be Dallas Cowboy because you're going to get a lot more press than everybody else does. So there's two sides to the coin. But when it comes to actual football, you know what I'm saying? Like, that goes on the back burner. And I'm gonna ask you, like, how do you feel about that? Being an ex-player and all.
I just look at when you're talking about I know we know how the Dallas Cowboys are. We know the culture that they have around them. We know what Jerry does. It's not just football around here. It's basically a mom and pop run business, but big corporate style.
Mm-hmm.
No other team is like that. I mean, what other team out there has like their owners, their general manager, and because normally teams have GMs that have no nothing to do with ownership. So they have to have a mindset of win win win. Jerry can't be fired. Stephen Jones can't be fired. So they can go out here and do what they want to do and say what they want to and make all these all in proclamations because as far as that goes, the reason why I haven't mentioned anything about it because I'm tired of hearing about it. Because their
Gotcha.
all in is not what the all in that we think about.
Well, I think Steven said it, and I put it on the video like a couple of days ago. Steven said Jerry's about as all in as he's always been. And then Jerry comes out and says, you know what I'm saying, if I can get 3 players for that one that you guys are talking about in free agency, then you know what I'm saying, that's all in to me. And to me, that sounds like it's not all in. Sounds like, you know, all right, put it this way, right? Uh let's say we're hungry, right? And we talked about this earlier,
Yeah.
but let's say we're hungry and we're with them and they're like, we're gonna feed you, we're gonna feed you. We just gotta go to the store, right? But when we go to the store, don't touch nothing, don't look at nothing. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, stay in the car. Stay your little ass in the car. Don't touch my radio. I'll be in there real quick, right? I'm going in real quick. And they go in there and they come out with some damn light bulbs, right?
I told
They
you
come up,
I told you to go in there to get some draws. You come out with some light bulbs.
but yeah, exactly. So look, I like, hey, so what we gonna eat? Like, what we eating tonight? Well, we just thought it'd be nice to have some lights. We gonna have some cheap lights. You know what I'm saying? The lights are gonna look real nice with our chandelier.
But we
You know what
don't
I'm
need
saying? We
that. We
got
already got
yeah,
lights.
yeah. We hungry. Like,
I'm trying to
we
eat.
can't eat no damn light bulb. Like, I mean, that's what we've been doing in free agency, bro. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And then that's how they dress it. And then they'll say, we've opened the draft board so we can draft anything we want to get. And then we kind of just, you know what I'm saying, settle for what's safe. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We'll open up the draft board and then settle for what's safe. So that's a perfect segue to free agency actually, because we talked about culture and you wanted to talk a little bit about free agency, right? So
Yeah.
we just talked about what the Cowboys do, like what's their method of madness or whatever, and how they treat us fans. So what are your thoughts? Like, who are some guys you want in free agency, or what was the reason you wanted to bring up free agency today?
As far as what we have in house, I definitely want Stephon Gilmore and either him or either Jordan Lewis back. A lot of people don't hold value to Jordan Lewis, but he definitely has value to this team.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't see it because of the position that he plays. You know what I mean? Like it's pivotal to what we need. Because if you look outside of if you take him away, you take Stephon Gilmore away, what do we have? You got Bland,
Okay.
and you got I mean, you know what Diggs can do, but you don't know when he's gonna be back 100% because you know how those ACLs and Achilles, you know, all those lower leg area injuries are. You know how they are. You know, you could be 100%, but you're not really 100%. So you
Okay.
kind of need to hedge your bets on making sure that you have a base because what you don't want to do is go into the draft needing things. You don't want to go in there, have to window dress your board, and sit there and be like, okay, well, we need to get this. If we don't get this, we're screwed. Because you know what's gonna happen? Another team's gonna get your guy. Just like when we went that year when we went to go draft, what was that linebacker that hurt his back that the Steelers got over us? Ryan Shazier.
Ryan Shazier. Ryan
Yeah,
Shazier. Yep.
yeah. Um, Stuff like that happens. The guy that you want ends up getting picked right before you. Then what you gonna do? You can't beat the team up for picking them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think you just have to cross your T's and dot your I's before you get there. And to do that is you need to re-sign the players that we really need. And there are a couple of guys that I think that they need to keep. I know there are a few guys that are probably going to go with Dan Quinn. Um, Dante Fowler is probably one of them. I like Dante Fowler. I think that you need another guy outside of Micah and Lawrence because DA. I don't know if they're gonna resign DA. He might be too expensive.
Yeah.
So it's either
So
going to be him or Dante Fowler at this point.
So for what I've been hearing from my Commanders folks, so my guy Marshall, shout out to Marshall. Marshall hit me up on Twitter and asked me like, what's my grade on J-Ron Curse? So apparently they're looking at bringing in J-Ron Curse and Dorrance Armstrong, from what I understand. Now Fowler is already a DQ guy, so I kind of assume that it's gonna be the full trifecta over there, especially with J-Ron being the green dot for us, and Joe Witt taking over the defense. That's just a no brainer for them to go get him when they're probably going to cut Cameron Curl or whatnot. So,
Well, that's why I
um,
didn't mention Curse. I already know he's going to be gone because that's the first person Dan Quinn going to go get.
well, it makes a lot of sense for Curse to go because if you think about it, our safety room is full for one. The guys that have a lot of faith in him are over there in Washington,
Yeah.
and they have a lot of control. So Joe Witt handled the back end. And if Joe Witt handled the back end, then J-Ron Curse is the guy that he communicated with a lot. So in order for them to have a seamless process, bringing over J-Ron Curse could help them tremendously over there. I'm not worried about it, but I'm just saying from a football schematic standpoint, it just makes a lot of sense for them to go after him. So, um, but for us, hey, I'm cool. That's one less person in front of Marquise Bell or Wyatt Thomas, personally, because we gotta play some of the young guys we got. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
And
don't
then
forget about Eric Scott.
yeah. Well, Eric Scott's gonna be a corner though, right? Because I don't
Yeah,
think
he's
they
going to be
moved
a
him to
corner.
safety.
But what I'm saying is, just as far as DBs go in general, you traded up to get him. You better use
Yeah,
him. And
yeah, for
and
sure.
remember, he was inactive every game last season.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think
So
I think that Zimmer would definitely do something with him.
got you. Hold on real fast, bro. We're gonna take a quick break. Everybody make sure that you like both channels if you're here. You know what I'm saying? Go over to E2 Blues channel. Make sure that you hit that like button because hey, we're putting out some hot content for y'all right now. And look, the like button is free, man. You know what I'm saying? The like button is free. And if you haven't hit the like button here, hit the like button. Let's drive this algorithm up because coming up on these Fridays, man, we gonna lay down some hot fire. We're gonna spit this hot fire for you.
And y'all, this is the first of the DMV Blue. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be many more to come. It ain't just gonna be about football. We're gonna talk about other topics too. You know what I'm saying? Like I got some things on tap that we could get into as well towards the end of the show, just to give y'all a little teaser of what's coming in the off season.
Absolutely, bro. So let's get back to free agency real fast. You know what I'm saying? We took a little bit of a light break for everybody who didn't have an opportunity to like. So what do you think about the running back situation? How would you handle the running back situation? Because on this channel, on my channel, we talk about how to make this run game great again. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that a great ring to it when we got election season coming up?
It do. Um, you need somebody that is a goal line type of back. You need a bigger back. I don't care who it is. Derrick Henry, somebody that's big in a draft. You need somebody that is a big body banging running back that can give you those tough yards. We don't have that on this
Okay.
team right now. We don't.
Okay.
I love Tony Pollard, but he's not like your traditional one. He's more like a 1-2 punch type of guy, like when we had Zeke. Remember when we had Zeke? Zeke had 14 touchdowns because we were able to use them interchangeably. The way that our offense runs, it runs off of a thunder and lightning type of running back tandem, and that's how we need to continue to roll. Whether somehow Zeke comes back, I mean, I'm open to that. But I heard that Tony Pollard said that he was gonna take less money to come back. We'll see how that goes. But still, you need to get somebody else in here who's bigger that can get those tough yardage for us and that's good at goal line because Tony Pollard ain't it on goal line.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I definitely agree there. I don't have a problem with Tony Pollard coming back. If we pair him with a running back that's in the draft, I have
Yes,
no problem with him coming back. I also think he's going to come back a lot more healthy. He's going to be able to train the way that he needs to. His legs will probably get stronger. Like I tell people, ACL isn't the same injury that it once was. You know what I'm saying? Now for Michael Gallup, I just think that Michael Gallup lost confidence in his own hands. I think his legs were healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's another topic for another day. But
I think if you, just real quick on the Michael Gallup thing, and I've mentioned this in the past as well, and it probably went over people's heads because I think a little differently sometimes than other YouTubers. But I look at it like this: I never had a problem with Gallup. I think his issue is he's not good with this offense that we have. It's not predicated on his style of play. He's a jump ball type of guy. We know that the West Coast is a lot of crossing routes. It's a lot of, you know, things of that nature. Unless you put him on a 9 route, that's the only real time that he's really gonna get the ball. But
yeah,
I mean, you got to kind of scheme him to this offense, but it's really not predicated on how he plays naturally. So I think that's a lot of the issue. I don't think he sucks. I just think that this team has passed him as far as how we run our offense now. So it would probably behoove them to, get something for him or well, is his contract up?
no, it's not. So
No,
it,
no.
it,
So
it,
maybe they could
it,
get
it
something for him. Maybe they could trade him.
yeah, there's gonna be some dead money, I think, associated with cutting him or something. I think obviously they would save some
Oh
towards
no,
the
no,
cap.
no, no, no. You can't cut that contract.
I mean, it depends, bro. Because I mean, for me, like just depending on what they draft, or if you just feel like he's just not a good fit anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? I know that the running back position is something we definitely need to touch on in free agency. I don't believe we need to touch free agency at the wide receiver position on the O line. I don't think we need to touch free agency. I mean, with Tyron being gone, I mean, that would have been the only free agent thing that I would have done. You know what I'm
Let me tell you
saying? Go
something.
ahead.
You better get you a good center in that first round. That's all I'm saying.
You said in the first round, you want to take
Hell
a
yeah.
center? I don't know, bro. Like, the thing about center is there's some good free agents. You actually could take some free agents at center. Connor Williams is actually out there, which he was
Connor ain't coming
one
back.
of, you know,
Not after, not after that bullshit he said.
Yo, is that you? Is that your fire? Is that your never mind. I ain't gonna bring attention to it. Never mind. Never
I
mind.
told
Never
you what
mind. Never mind.
happened. It's they have to the maintenance people have to come and rewire the whole apartment and they gotta get a whole like electrical team to do that. It's not just like a battery thing, like the whole place need to be rewired.
Oh man, that have so question. Have you like become immune to that like now?
I don't even hear it anymore.
Oh, hey dog, that's a hell of a problem to have, bro.
I
That's a
only
hell of a
hear it.
problem
I
to have.
only hear it when somebody mentions it, and then I'm just like, "Oh, you brought me back." Like I've come to ignore it until whenever they fix that crap to just be like, "Okay, whatever, I'm done."
Yeah, exactly. So no Connor Williams. I know Buffalo just cut their center. Tennessee, I think their center is going to be a free agent. Um, I think you, but also keep in mind too, bro. We have a center that we might be able to throw out there. Hoffman, you know what I'm saying, can play center. I think that they could feel comfortable with him playing center.
So
Let's talk about
real
some of the depth of our O line and some of the young guys.
Okay, so we talk about Brock Hoffman, right? So I like Brock Hoffman. I know a lot of fans kind of don't like him, but we really haven't seen much from him. Only the team knows how good he is, to be honest with you. I,
Hmm.
ca- I can't trump the coaches because you and I are not there at practice to see what's going on. So we don't know what Brock Hoffman could really do. Now, I know TJ Bass could be a starter at one point in time. at some point in time. I think that if Tyron is in fact no longer here, which it's still a possibility he could still be here because he don't want to go nowhere else. He want to
Yeah.
retire a Cowboy, and I'm pretty sure that I don't know. I think with them, they're just trying to cut bait at this point because they're trying to, I don't know, think that they big and bad. I don't know what they're trying to prove at this point, but I mean, I know a lot of people are sick of him getting injured and stuff like this. But what worked for him last year, getting those Wednesdays off and not practicing that much during the week, definitely helped him out. But if you don't have him, I think what you need to do, you got to kick the young Tyler out to tackle, put Bass at that left guard position, either
Hmm.
Brock Hoffman or whatever Jackson Powers in the draft. If you could get him in the first round, I'll take it because he a beast. Get him there.
That's not a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against that at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against that at all. The only thing that I would ask about that is who else is on the board. But even if still, you know what I'm saying, you seen how it worked out with Frederick for us, and being able to have that center where we can, because I'll tell you where I think our issue is in our run game. I don't think we do gap scheme stuff well enough. You know, we used to be able to run traps. We used to be able to run, you know what I'm saying, a buck sweep, a counter, you know what I'm saying, those type of things. And we're not able to really do that when we
You
need
know
to
why?
adjust.
It starts at
Cent-
center
center, yeah.
because
Yep.
remember back when we had Travis Frederick,
We
we
and
were
he was
able
pulling
to
like a
pull.
champ.
We were pulling, bruh. Like we were pulling all down that line. You will see the whole line shift to the right. Here goes Zeke straight up the. Remember those days? Like
Yeah, bro.
for
Yeah.
Travis Frederick, if he would have never if he would have never got um that illness or whatever, man, he was a beast, man. Like, and we haven't had a center like that. So I say draft a young guy, you know what I'm saying, and just see what happens there. Now, if you get to the draft, you know how the draft is. It gets real iffy because that's how we got CeeDee Lamb. We was trying to get a whole nother position during that time. We lucked up and he dropped to us. Now, if you get a situation like that where a guy like that falls to you, well, you damn sure better pick that right there and get it, whether it's a wide receiver or whatever. But that's not what we need technically in the first round. What we need is linebackers. What we need is offensive linemen. What we need is a big refrigerator defensive tackle. Go get Dwayne Carter. Go get Lil Wayne.
Yeah. So before I get to the other position that I think we could touch in free agency, I'm gonna get, what if I told you I can get you a center in like the fifth round? Fifth, you know what I'm saying? Maybe what if I told you I can get it third between third and fifth round? What if I told you I can get you one?
But what's the skill level of that fifth round center? Are you looking for somebody to start right now?
I
Oh,
think this kid can start right now. Bo Limmer out of Arkansas. If you guys haven't had an opportunity, go
first of
check
all,
out his film. You know what I'm saying? Bo is that dude. Bo can pull. He led the combine and reps with 39. Not only is he strong, he can move very, very well. There's also the kid from Wisconsin. I forget his name. I think it's like Bordelini or something like that. There's some centers that you can get later on in this draft. If you know what I'm saying, there are other positions in the center fall sheet. But Bo Limmer out of Arkansas, go check him out. If you haven't checked him out, guys,
first of all,
I,
with a name like Bo, you know he blocking.
Bo with an X, bro.
Bo with an X. That is New Orleans finest. You know he come from.
Bo knows. Bo knows. All right.
And look, anything Arkansas, Nebraska, Wisconsin, that's where you get the boys that are offensive linemen. Maybe Oregon too, but
Hey, shout out to my guy JC. JC, we got to get you in here. You know JC, right? You know
yeah.
JC
Yeah, what
Cowboys
up, JC?
Network. Yeah, he from around here, bro. We got to all meet up. You know, I talked to his wife Jazz, and she gonna try and set up some DMV meetup. So hey, you know, salute to my guy JC Cowboys Network. If you guys aren't following him, doing yourself a disservice. He's one of the best film breakdown guys in the game. Appreciate you for stopping by, champ.
Just like how shout out to Vach and Sky, you know, they over there doing the big for Texas, you know what I'm saying? They're they're
Yeah.
they're the they're the duo of Texas, we're the duo of the DMV.
Absolutely. So before I go to Freestyle Friday, you know what I'm saying, the freestyle of the Friday Night Lights. The last position that I'll touch on is linebacker. I think we could probably get a linebacker in free agency. We could draft the
Plenty of
linebacker,
them.
and then and then we know that Micah probably can drop back with this scheme into playing the linebacker as well. So I'm gonna ask you real fast. Have you familiarized yourself with what Zimmer likes to do and Gunther and those guys? And do you think Micah could at some point play edge in that?
So one thing I do know about Zimmer is that he likes traditional linebackers. We not doing like what Dan Quinn did with taking undersized safeties and putting them down in the box. That's cute and everything. You can do that and get away with that in certain situations. But when you get into the playoffs, man, it's bully ball. It's big boy. I play linebacker, and you got to have a dude in there my size or bigger. And because you need somebody that can tackle, you need somebody that can hold up. Um, that's not afraid to go in there, stick their nose in there, and get the job done. So you look at traditional linebackers, like we talked about Anthony Barr before, right? And what he did with him with the Vikings. He was, mainly playing, on that second level, but he did have him in time situationally rushing the passer as well. Now with Micah Parsons, he's probably licking his chops because he's like, "Oh, I know what Micah Parsons can do. I know he can rush the passer. I know that he can do some other things too in a traditional linebacker role, like what he did with Penn State. So I'm gonna move him around, and I'm gonna really make it difficult for teams to try to stop Micah. Because if you just have him rushing all the time, I just think it's just a waste of his ability. Because what happens is Micah is not that big. I mean, he's big, but he ain't big. You know what I'm saying? Like by the end of the season, he done worn down. That's why the last 6 games he didn't have any sacks.
Hey dog, hey, Eastside Harold said, I bet you used to get pancake blocked at linebacker, bro. Hey, you can't let Eastside get away with that, dog. You can't let that slide, bro. Can't let it slide. Get him.
Let me tell you something, Eastside. First of all, you a Cowboy fan anyway, because you in everybody's live stream, bro.
Get him.
Everybody. You follow every content creator for the Cowboys. So at the
Get
end of
him.
the day, like, what are you? Are you with the Texans or you with us? You with us, bro, because you've been here. You've been here since day one.
Get him.
You can't come in here talking trash and you here every day, bro. Because if you really felt that way, you wouldn't be here. Period.
Get him. There we go. All right, bro. I had to let you lean on them a little bit. You know what I'm
And
saying?
and
Because we
and
can.
also too, hey, if you want to go out on the field, bro, you can field this tackle if you want to, because DMV know how hard I hit.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. One time I was just standing there, he was just demonstrating the tackle, knocked all the air out my system. Like I wasn't even ready for that, dog.
And
Like,
I
man,
didn't
come
even I
on,
didn't
bro.
even
Like,
put him on the ground. I just lifted him up.
I was just standing there, bro. Like I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, knocked all the wind out my system. God dang, bro. Goodness gracious. Nah, but hey, let's get on the Freestyle Friday. All right, this is what we've been waiting for right here. So, hey, look, I got a news story for you. I don't know what you got for Freestyle Friday, but yo, it's been circulating the internet that Drea, 39-year-old fine ass Drea, got pregnant by 22-year-old basketball star Jalen Green. Did you hear that today?
No, I didn't.
So she got a son. Did she got a son that's 22 or something? She got a son that's 22 years old, bro. Like, how you feel about that, bro? Because look, there's a double standard when it comes to this, right? Like, we
It
always
always is.
hear, yeah, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, they had like an age gap like that or something
Oh,
like
it's a
that,
big
right?
age
So
gap. Beyonce is like
yeah.
my age, and like, and,
Now,
and Jay-Z like 52.
yeah. So if Jay had gotten her pregnant at 22, like, do you think it would have? Do you think it would have been about as equal outrage, or do you think that it would have been worse?
I don't think anybody would even say anything about it for real, because we know Beyonce is Beyonce. When you look at her as somebody trying to get a cash cow,
Uh huh.
like trying to come up in the world. You know what I'm saying? We know Beyonce got her own bread. Ain't nobody messing
Got
with
you.
the Beehive. So if even when Beyonce was younger, even back in the Destiny Child days before she was Queen Bee, you know what I'm saying? Like, she still was respected. I don't think that anybody would even say anything about it. But
Uh huh.
because it's somebody like that, or a reality TV star, or anybody like that that's up and coming, oh yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, she just trying to uh be somebody baby mama so she can get that money.
Hey, dog. Look, let me tell you something, bro. She got money coming from different. She got money coming from different ballers, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
Well,
a lot.
just as much as she doing it, they just as dumb for doing it. So
Yeah, I about to say a lot of ladies out there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of ladies out there doing it for free. You know what I'm saying? They got a bum ass baby daddy out there that ain't paying them nothing. But hey, I digress. You know what I'm saying? Woosah. I
hey,
ain't
look,
got much to say about. I ain't
I
got
I
much
ain't
to
dumb
say.
enough to fall for it. Like when that lady, did you hear about that lady that was working at a hotel and she found like a billionaire's like condom in the trash and she took it out and impregnated herself. And now he got to pay her money because she got pregnant. That's crazy. He ain't even never met the girl.
I might have a story about that, bro. I might have a story. Y'all don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? In a past lifetime, I was not always this innocent church boy that y'all know right now. All right. So at one point, I did not trust this girl that I was with, right? And so
But you better make sure you flush it.
nah, so look, I took I took it out the trash and wrapped it up in some toilet paper. Like, yeah, like I made up the dumbest lie in the world. Like I said some stuff like, uh, man, I don't want anything to happen in this hotel, and then forensics tracks back to me. Like, I'm just gonna take this and dispose of it my own.
Oh my god.
You know it's true because I didn't even like stutter with that. Like, yeah, that actually happened. And so, you know, I was
Why you
always
ain't just
told
flush
like
it, bro?
because I ain't want to back up the system, and then they found out like, oh, you flushed the damn condom down the damn toilet. Like, nah. Yeah. I mean, nah, I just threw it in the big dumpster. Like
I
at
got
that
you.
point, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like nah, like yeah, that definitely happened. I'm not proud of that, but let's just say I didn't have any unwanted kids. All of my kids that I have now, they're wanted, they're loved, taken care of them. You know what I'm saying? So
Like I said, I got one, and it's from my ex-wife, and that's it.
that's it, right? So look, how much is too much for you? Like how many kids is enough for you, bro?
I always told myself that 3 would be my max.
3?
Yeah.
Would you like me to talk you out of that?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because I feel
Okay.
like, right, I have one now, right? Say if I decide to have another one, we'll see. If it happens because twins run in my family. So if I have twins off the break, that's 3, bro. That's 3 off the break. Go ahead, shut the system down. Shut it
Yeah.
down. We're done.
Yeah, bro. So I'll just tell y'all my pullout game is trash. God awful. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mine is
I have three.
impeccable.
I have three, but you know what I'm saying they all by the same woman. You know what I'm saying? My lady. Uh she talked me into the third one, right? So I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie to y'all.
was it that one drunken night when she whispered in your ear? She was like, and you was like, okay, we can do 3. Hey,
It's something like that. Some look, it's something like that. So
because
look,
when there's alcohol involved, you gonna wake up the next day and be like, did I say yes to this?
my last two, actually, no, actually, all three of my kids, there was a trip involved somewhere. All three of them. So in college,
Hey, that
I
hotel
I
different.
I just came back. I just came back from no, she didn't go with me. So I went to Miami. I just came back, you know what I'm saying? And it was my first time saying, hey, loved you, kid. You know what I'm saying? Second one, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a heathen, y'all. I had a baby out of wedlock. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't judge me. But um we had another one 5 years later after, you know what I'm saying, our honeymoon. So she got pregnant on the honeymoon. And then third one, she talked me into. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I want a third one, blah, 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 blah. We had a boy and a girl. I thought it was perfect. I wanted two. You know what I'm saying? So she talked me into it, but she was so like she was so conniving when she did it. She knew how to get. She knew. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But now, you know what I'm saying? She tried to do. Hell nah, nope. Mm-mm. Hey, three's a crowd. Three's a crowd. But hey, look, he's actually the one that looks like me the most and acts like me the very most. So,
What,
you know
your
what I'm
youngest?
saying? Yeah, my youngest. Yeah, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So
I
here's
agree.
the funny thing. So I knew I ain't want no more. So I asked God, I said, God, please, please give me a little boy that climbs on everything, that throws shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That wants to fight everybody. Give me the little boy from the Wild Thornberries. Give me little Donnie. Give me that. That way, you know what I'm saying?
Donnie
Give
ass is
me
bad as hell.
Donnie was bad as hell. That's how my little one is. He just like I was as a kid. So energetic. He's an athlete. You know what I'm saying? He all over the place. Don't get me wrong. My oldest is an athlete. All of my kids are athletes. My oldest is probably the model child. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. No, ma'am. Does all his homework. You ask him to do chores. He does chores. He takes care of his kid. He takes care of his brother and sister. The other two, though, hell nah, bro. So I hope I talked y'all out of three. I hope I talked y'all out of three because all three of them have three different personalities and they all go to three different places, three different schools. They all have three different activities. You know what I'm saying? They all
That's a lot.
take three different monies. All right. Three different monies.
And
I
we ain't
said
got three
monies.
different monies.
Yeah, three different monies. All right. Look, $1,000 for the 7-on-7. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's in competitive cheer, thousands of dollars in that. You know what I'm saying? The youngest is in private school because he can't go to school yet. He's in private pre-K. A whole bunch of money for that too, thousands of dollars for that. So these kids are expensive out here, people. Expensive.
Hey, look, I got one, and it's expensive, mainly because my son is autistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, although my son is high on the spectrum, and he is the most adorable little boy you ever meet in your life. Like I love the fact that like he's not socially awkward. Like he likes to play with other kids. I've introduced him to the skate world. He saw some videos of daddy skating and he was like, I want to skate like daddy. So I've been taking him skating uh when I have him. And I'm gonna tell you, like, I took him out there and the boy got his balance, man. He's out there trying to do it on his own and stuff. And I took some videos of him. I'm gonna send it to you, DMV. But yo, I'm
Okay.
proud, man, and I
That's what's
just love
up,
the
bro.
progression that he's making. I know that the money that me and his mom is putting into his ABA program and um,
What's
getting
up,
him
Jazz?
right,
Shout out to Jazz.
understanding his his triggers and knowing how to keep him regulated, like it's huge. And I never thought that I would be in this situation, like being divorced and co-parenting, but we get along really well now. And it took a while to get there. It took a while, but for the sake of our child, man, we make it work. We co-parent. We don't argue. She keeps me informed with everything going on. Over on that end, she emails me stuff. We talk all the time. So yeah, so we keep it like that. So um, for those of you out there that are in situations like me or in those situations, like it's not all for naught. You just got to be adult about it, especially when you got kids involved.
Got you. Appreciate you. So, being a single dad, bro, like you ain't got to give too much in particulars, but I can personally tell you that I've heard and I talk to a lot of single people. You know what I'm saying? Because they always come to me being the married person and trying to figure out like guidance and stuff like that. The dating market is trash, bro. That's what I've been hearing. Can
It
you
is.
confirm that? Can you confirm that?
It is. The dating pool has pee in it. Somebody number two in the dating pool. That's what they did. And like, um, I tell you, well, we can talk about that another time. But there's been so many situations I've been in with like after like a year after I got divorced and like going on dates and having horrible dates. I went on this one date with this girl and she said first thing she
Oh
said
yeah.
to me, she
I'm
was like,
waiting
"Oh,
for stories.
you're handsome and everything." She hamming me up. She's like, "Oh, you look better in person or whatever." She was like, "Your pictures don't do you no justice. You look better in person." She hamming me up. I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm eating it up." Then she says, "When we leave here, let's go across the street to mattress discounters and you could buy me a bed and a bottle of wine." I said, I told the waitress, I said, "Check."
What?
I said, "This heifer crazy."
What?
She asked me to buy her a
Crazy.
bed, bro,
Wow. A bed, bro.
and a bottle of
What
wine.
the what what the
Then
hell
she
is
said,
going on
then
here?
she
What the
said,
hell
then
is
she
going
said,
on?
then she said, "After the day, you my man."
Ah,
I said,
oh,
"Yeah, she crazy as hell, dog." I ain't never had to block somebody in my life until that happened.
oh my God. Jazz says it's ghetto from what my friends say. Yeah, it sounds like it's ghetto, bro. It sounds like it's ghetto.
But there's
Ooh.
some amazing women out there. There are. There's a lot of amazing women. And the problem is it's not necessarily um they always say there's somebody for everybody, right?
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer of you gotta let go and let God. Those
Hmm.
of you that have faith know what I'm talking about. Let go and let God. Because you out here trying to do this and do that, sometimes you gotta let it find you.
Hmm.
And it'd be the
Yeah.
least it'd be that time where you would least expect it. You out here doing you, handling your business, working hard. Next thing you know, is this who you brought for me, Lord? Give me a sign. Then it start thunderstorming. You be like, oh well, shit, there it is.
No,
Knock
so
it
look, when you look the other way, dog, when you was like, next thing you know,
off. And that's how you feel. You get knocked out. The wind is knocked out of you because you was like, dang,
yeah,
am I falling for
absolutely.
this person? You know what I'm saying? And then it just gives you a sense of that sometimes you can't rush things in life. And I think that's where I went wrong in the beginning when I got married the first time. I rushed into it. I wasn't ready.
Hmm.
I did it because all my friends were. I did it because everybody told me to stop being a punk and put my big boy drawers on. And you know how
Hmm.
I am. I don't like when people challenge me because I step up to the plate.
Yeah, facts,
but
facts, 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 facts.
but you live and you learn, and there's no love lost. You just gotta my son came out of it, and my son is amazing, and I love him to death, man. Like he's my world. He'll be 5
Yeah,
in May, and he's growing and learning and getting better every day.
that's what's up, bro. Hey, that's what's up. Definitely, bro. Um, so what words of encouragement do you have for people out there who are, what I'm saying, divorced like you, who've gone through some tough times, who a lot it stretched you mentally a lot. So like what do
Oh,
you have for
I'm
people?
gonna tell you straight off the bat, right after, you better get you some counseling.
Okay.
Because this is the thing, you go through a point when you get divorced in the beginning where like you feel like, oh, I'm good, whatever. You rub it off, but that's the adrenaline of it still wearing off. It's almost like you play football too. You played in a game and you got stuff wrong with you. Clearly, stuff is hurting, but that pain don't hit you till you get out that shower and you get ready to get in that bed and you're like, oh,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
when
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
hits,
yeah.
when
Uh-huh.
that
Yeah.
hit, it can put you in a mental spiral. When I tell you that, like, your world will be spinning downward. And in order to combat that, you literally have to nip it in the bud. And that means going to get your therapy early. Go seek a therapist. There's nothing wrong with that. because you got to do it before you get married. You got to do it when you're in a relationship, and you damn sure got to do it when you get divorced. And it helped me, and especially for me, primarily because I got divorced during the pandemic, like right when it started. So like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see nobody, and nobody even knew what I was going through that time. Like I like I'm transparent, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And those of you that follow my channel for Jump Street, y'all know because I talked about this on my members only um channel when I did those videos in the off season. Um I was suicidal at one point in time. Like I literally wanted to kill myself. But what changed that was me talking to God and me getting closer to Him and understanding that I got a son that's gonna look up to me, and I had to do the right thing, and I had to understand that he needs me more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
So because children, like I'm pro woman all day, but one thing a woman cannot do is teach a boy to be a man. That is our job
Mm.
to do that. And men, we have to
Ooh.
step up as dads. I don't care if you with the mother of your child or not. You got to step up and be a father. Period.
Hey, I'm with you, bro. I don't know no other way. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with my father, grew up with my grandfather, and his father raised him and their father raised them. So I don't know no I don't know anything else. And I also know that, you know what I'm saying, my dad was a father figure to a lot of people in the neighborhood that didn't have a father, and I'm that as a coach too. I saw him do it, so it's my way of paying it forward too. And also too, as men, guys, don't be afraid to build these relationships with these young men out here. You know what I'm saying? Whether they have a father or not, because the village, it takes a village. You know what I'm saying?
It
I
does.
know we was having fun. It was all funny and all games and stuff like that. But this is serious right now. It takes a village to, you know what I'm saying, raise these young boys to be young men out here, and not to mention not just that, but these young ladies as well. Because these young ladies lost as hell, bro. They
They
lost
need
as
their
hell. They
daddies.
lost in the
They
sauce,
need
bro.
their daddies.
Yeah, like woo. Never mind, dog. Nah. I ain't gonna do that one. I ain't
Hey,
gonna do
speak
that
your
one.
truth, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I will say this. Um, I lived on the other end of that, right? You know, my dad was on drugs most of my life. He passed away last year. I don't have anything left anymore. It's just my mom. That's all I got. That's all I got left. I don't have any siblings. I'm an only child. Like so my support system is very limited. Now I thank God for my mother because if I didn't have my mother, I don't know what I would do because as much as we have disagreements, it is what it is. That's still my mom. You know what I mean? But outside of her, I don't have nothing. My grandmother died last year. My stepfather died last year, and my actual father died last year. Lost all three of them in a 3 month span.
Which leads me to the next point, bro. We got to take care of ourselves as far as health and stuff. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? Because we just buried one of my dad's really good friends growing up. You know what I'm saying? Where he was one of the people that I'm talking about, part of the village. He was a police officer. You know what I'm saying? So he was from the neighborhood. He was a police officer to the neighborhood, which we don't really have as much anymore. But you know what I'm saying, growing up, I knew him, and anytime something there was some trouble or anything like that, you know what I'm saying, he was one of the first names that people would call. You know what I'm saying? Because they trusted him, and he built that relationship with the police and, you know what I'm saying, the neighborhood. So um we laid him to rest. He was a very, very good dude. It was packed out, and he was 67 years old. You know what I'm saying? Which, if you're looking at it right now, like,
That ain't that
bro,
old
it's not that old, and we're not that far from it. You know what I'm
at
saying?
all.
Because hell, I got a 14-year-old, bro. Look, I know I look like I'm in my 20s, y'all, but
First
I'm
of
closer
all,
to 40
I'm
than I'm in my 20s.
I'm old enough to have a 21-year-old, and that's scary. That's scary. Like, think about it, bro. Like, I went to homecoming, and you see these college girls now, right? And they look grown, but when you think about it, like I was talking to my homeboy, he said, "Oh, them women look good." I said, "Bro, those are little girls." He said, "What you mean? They in college? Do you know how old we are now?" I said, "Count, just count real quick. They are literally young enough to be our daughters." And when I said that to him, he was like, "All right, bro, we gotta go."
Hey, no lie, y'all about to laugh at me. Don't judge. No, yeah, don't judge me. Don't judge me. But she 24. But whenever I see Ice Spice, I'm like, God. But I'm like, I'm 37, bro. Like,
I know. I know. She's a baby, bro.
I'm
It's like
37 out here.
when they be telling me, oh, you were born in 2004. I was like, damn, I was in college.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes you forget. Like, sometimes you forget that you closer to like 40. You closer. You like, dog.
I'll be 40 next year.
We're the age of the men who used to steal the women from us.
No cap.
And then that's a topic for another day, bro. Topic for another day. But yeah,
I remember when I was in high school, I used to look at people my age now and think they was old.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm at that age, I'm like, nah, I feel good. But then I realize I'm not young because when I hear them be talking the lingo, I don't be knowing what they be saying. I be like, huh? What does that mean? Like I be at the skating rink, I be hearing, and I done got to the point where I'm Unc now. The young boys at the rink call me Unc now.
Shit, don't nobody call me Unc, bro. I look like
bro.
I'm there. I look like I'm their age. Like, bro, here I almost got recruited by a college coach. No lie. I went to a coach's clinic and someone was like, "You coaching? Like, you look like you got some years left. How many years you got eligibility?" I mean, I got one, but dog, I'm 37. Like, hell no. You don't want these. You don't want these. Hell no.
You don't want these knees.
Hell no. Hell no. No.
Hey, look, I was sitting here like, oh, they're
body built for comfort.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I had a stupid thought because I was like, oh, the Arena League coming back. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should try out again. Maybe I could play again. And I thought about it. And I looked down at my knees, and my knees looked at me. It was like, Negro, please.
Negro, please. Hey, dog, that's funny. Your knee went like.
just buckled on.
Oh God. But yeah, y'all, look, we had a wonderful time here on this Friday Night Lights, you know what I'm saying? DMV Blue Friday Night Lights, man. Look, we're gonna try and keep this thing going. You guys were wonderful. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button on the way out. E2 Blue, you got anything for the people on the way out?
Oh yeah, and next show, I want to get into our favorite 90s TV shows.
Woo-wee. Woo.
Y'all gotta tune into that one because it's gonna get good. We want y'all to be engaged. We want y'all to let y'all people know, let other people know, so we can get this live stream popping, y'all, because we about to bring y'all some different content, and we're gonna entertain y'all because that's what we do the best.
Absolutely, y'all. So look, on the way out, we got the Cowboy Faithful in here. We're gonna hit y'all with this outro. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button on the way out. Hit us with hundreds in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can hit us with 100 super chats if y'all want, but you know what I'm saying? We'll do for just the hundreds in the chat. Let us know that, you know what I'm saying, y'all really like the show, and we're gonna keep bringing it every week. Salute, and we out.
That's why these bitches keep calling. Low-key, I'm sponsored by Spalding, so pass me the rock, bitch, you know that I'm scoring. My team winning, yeah, that's important. I glow the bitch, yeah, I'm important. My shipment imported from Portland, I split with